2nd and 9 from the 21. Fakes to Rathman. Montana has time. Then shoots it out to Rathman, who is their leading receiver, and he takes it to the 38-yard line. They love to go to the fullback. That's his 57th catch of the season.
Go to Rathman and Craig and lets him run with the ball.
2nd and 9. The play fake, the pump, and then going deep. And there is Jerry Rice. And he is finally tackled at the 24-yard line. Again, vintage Montana. Line, Craig in motion, so everybody out into the pattern. And Craig makes the catch and goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Run out by Myron Guyton. Full tight end setup. 2nd down and 6 from the 20. Montana over the middle. That's the tight end, Brent Jones. That's a 49ers. Slot. They send Jones in motion on 1st down from the 11-yard line. Jones makes the catch and takes it to the 5, and a saving tackle is made by Lawrence Taylor. Last week, 3rd and a short 3. Montana on a roll and a fake. Chase and then throws. Touchdown by Taylor. A great catch in the end zone.
Whoa, boy. James, let's take a look at him. He sprints to the right. And you know that he can pull this thing down and run with it if he has to. And there is a slip in the end zone, Mark Collins, but nevertheless Taylor comes down and puts the Niners on the board.
It's a huge giant front. From the 18-yard line, Sims goes right to the air, and it is Howard Cross who drops the ball. Now, he's the rookie out of Alabama who caught a touchdown pass against Seattle last year. And with Meggett in the backfield, it is Mowat who makes the catch, drops the ball, but recovers it himself at the 28-yard line. The difference there might be, since the ball was alive, it could have cost him the 1st down when it squirted out. From the 27-yard line and plowing ahead goes Maurice Carthen, and that's a role that he handles so capably. Short yardage specialist, takes it out just past the 30-yard line. 2nd and 7 from the 33. Under pressure, he's sacked at the 26-yard line by Bill Romanowski, who just made that play on the kickoff. Show blitz, but back off, rush 4. Sims under pressure anyway, has to step up and fire, and the catch is made by Odessa Turner, and he fights for a 1st down. Inside, as we look at it, had a clearer shot.
After further review, the play stands.
So it's a touchdown. It's the 9th of the season for Anderson, and now Nitmo to try to tie it.
Well, this ought to give us our definitive look at it right here. Of course, trying to find Otis Anderson in the jumble of red shirts.
There's the ball. Nitmo's kick is a much shorter kick this time at the 9-yard line. Spencer Tillman, up the middle he comes, gets by Rusan, cuts to the outside, gets by Nitmo, into Giant territory, and finally run out of bounds by Perry Williams, and a flag goes down.
Bjorn Nitmo some credit.
Unnecessary roughness, late hit out of bounds, number 23, 15 yards, 1st down.
Oh, and that's not subject to review.
Craig in motion, 2nd and 10. Montana, quick toss over the middle to Jones, who almost broke it. He takes it to the 4-yard line, and a saving tackle is made there by Myron Guyton. Formation from the 4-yard line, and Montana looks to the right side. There is Rice, and he's in with a touchdown.
Rice here in the slot, but watch John Taylor drive upfield, and then Rice goes in behind him, and Kennard has to try to stay with him. Look at the break to the outside. Terry Kennard has to break underneath it, and that's almost impossible. How are you going to keep Rice from catching it, and then how do you keep him out of the end zone? A job nobody wants.
So it is Anderson, and he breaks free for a 1st down. Out to the 37-yard line. He is tackled there by Matt Millens.
Apparently is a runner, though, with New York.
From the 37-yard line, Sims pressured, and down he goes at the 32. He is dragged down by Pierce Holt, who is developing into one of the fine defensive ends in the league, and that's 6.5 sacks for Holt this season. From the Goodyear Blimp Columbia tonight. 2nd and 14, and Phil Sims under pressure again, stepping up and running it out to the 39-yard line, where Michael Walter makes the tackle about 8 yards short of the 1st down. And Rusan stays in the block, and then he goes into the pattern, and Sims fires to the 50, and Odessa Turner makes the catch. 1st down to the San Francisco 45-yard line, tackled by Pollard, and down on the ground is the Giants' William Roberts. Third down and 8. Niners show blitz, and here they come. Through the middle comes Lott, and the pass is errant, intended for Stephen Baker on the far side. So Ronnie Lott coming right up the middle, but Sims goes to the outside and not there, and it's fourth down for the opposition. From the 20-yard line, the play fake. Montana throws to Taylor, and Taylor for 18 yards to the 38 and a first down. Here's Craig, who is set out as a flanker in motion, and Montana throws back, and the catch is made by Taylor, and he takes it. He was the second or third receiver with Carl Banks points in the first period. And they allowed 14 tonight, and the Niners with a first down, and Craig gets wrapped up, but still is able to plunge forward to the 45. So he turns a 2-yard gain into a 4-yard gain. Howard and Reasons in on the tackle. The 6 from the 45-yard line. Fake to Craig. Montana looks right, then left, finds the wide open Rice. He gets by Williams, and then Perry comes back to make the tackle at the 25-yard line. Jerry Rice.
On that particular play, I'm not so sure that there was a New York Giant defensive lineman who'd gotten even 1 yard past the line of scrimmage.
Play by Perry Williams. Second and 19 from the 34. And it's Craig looking for room through the middle, and he gets it to the 31-yard line. And Pepper Johnson, the demonstrative Pepper Johnson, having, I was going to say a dialogue with Craig, but that's a monologue. Quarter, San Francisco ahead by 7. Montana a deep retreat and throws underneath, and it's Rathman who gets taken down at the 27-yard line. Tackle made by Johnson, and we're looking at about a 44 or 45-yard field goal attempt here for Cofer. Total of the year 47 yards. This a 44-yard attempt. Barry Hilton the hold, and Cofer's kick is true and long enough and good.
Team wouldn't want to punt for him, would you? Pressure Montana.
First and 10. Sims from the 37 throws, and it's picked off by Matt Millen.
Well, you know, the minute we talk about Matt Millen and his role in the passing game, he'll get a chance to make a big play.
First and 10. It's Millen's first interception in 2 years. And Craig picks up 6, and Matt took the ball with him. His first as a 49er.
We talked about Millen's talent, though, as a Giant now is down in the field.
Millen may sign that ball and send it to Al Davis.
Here's a guy who, and we all know how he plays the game, but he has been through his career, which is now incredibly in its 9th season, remarkably durable. Very infrequently injured. Will be taken back to the locker room.
Lawrence Taylor so far away from the play that we don't even have it in any of our shots. I know Kenny and Craig and everybody in the truck searching for it, but we don't have it in any of our shots because he was a good 20 yards away from where the action was.
It was a sweep to the right, and he was split to the right side defensively for the Giants.
Giants have moved Johnny Cooks into Taylor's spot outside, and that doesn't matter because Brent Jones makes the catch for the touchdown.
49ers like Jones down close.
From the Giant locker room. 5:29 to go in the half. It's a 17-point 49er lead.
Time, and what an odd situation this is.
Yep.
Oates against Burt.
Second down and 10. Sims to the far side, and he has run out of bounds. And of course, from the 31-yard line, with a 4-man rush, Sims gets taken down by the ankle at the 27 by Pierce Holt. Go to the Super Bowl for the 4th time in the decade. From the 33, Roger Craig turns it into about a 5-yard gain as Banks and Washington converge on the stop. Craig in motion, 2nd and 6. Montana fires. There's Rice again at the 50. Great move to the outside of the 47. They've got to play him so soft. The amazing thing about Rice, he can be whatever you want him to be. 2nd and 11 from the 48. 2.5 minutes to go in the half. Montana hits Rathman. And Raffin is taken out of bounds at the 41. He's shy of the first by 4. Myron Guyton with the tackle. 42-yard line. Montana and escapes, fumbles, and the Giants have the football. Bob McElwee says New York ball. Terry Kennard comes up with the recovery.
And Duckins came in and put the hit on Montana, and also involved in it Greg Cox, the former 49er we talked about earlier, the unprotected free agent.
That's 2nd and 10 from the 45. Looking ahead, the Giants with all of their timeouts, and Sims's throw is off the hands of Lionel Manuel, and a flag is down at the 42-yard line.
Roughing the passer. 94 defense. Going to the head. 15 yards, first down.
Charles Haley.
Just thumped Phil Simms as he came by.
6 to go in the half. And Simms has it knocked away by Fagan.
Up and blocked the pass. That's what he did that time.
3rd and 10. Key play for New York, going for the end zone, and the official goes down. Manuel is out of bounds. And I think you could see the official beginning to signal he was out of bounds before he went down, and then he finally makes the call official. And that's the back judge who was intimately involved in that play. Jim Card at 10. Hostetler puts it down. Nitmo's kick is good.
Boy, it's ugly, but it was there.
Oh, yeah. Was it side over side, I think. Not end over end, but whatever.
They don't have a column for ugly.
No, in our halftime tonight. 3rd and 7. And Craig gets banged down by Pepper Johnson.
Pepper doesn't know what the score is.
Yeah.
And you're not supposed to.
A message from the National Football League and a word from our ABC station.
And he can't do anything about it.
Meanwhile, Ingram can only bring it back to the 7-yard line. He had all kinds of trouble with it. Mike Wilson down there to make the tackle, and the Giants will start in a hole. Fake draw. Simms over the middle, and the catch made at the 20-yard line, and that's Zeke Moab for a New York first down. Tackling maybe for his career, and Michael Carter, the great nose tackle, still out. Simms on 2nd down, and finding the seam is Manuel, and it turns into a big gain to the 47-yard line where Chet Brooks makes the tackle.
Broken for a much bigger play by someone who has more foot speed than Manuel. Not a real fleet receiver.
First down, a little screen out to Meggett. He's into 49er territory. He's inside the 30. He's inside the 20. Meggett staying in bounds. Touchdown.
Oh, that's a big-time play. I didn't see any way that Meggett was going to get into the end zone.
So let's pick it up at the end. 49ers anticipating pass. Giants come at the screen, gets a good block, springs it into the open. Now watch he almost looks like he's playing like he's wide open, then he eases off and puts it into another gear. He eases up and takes it right away from Chet Brooks.
Brooks had the angle. Brooks had everything.
This drive.
The block by William Roberts, and again, Chet Brooks has the angle, and Meggett, I think, surprising Brooks with that burst of speed.
He just eased off a little, and then all of a sudden he kicked it into another gear. This is what Parcells has the young man in there for.
17, and Montana will put it up. Their first play of the second half is a reception by Rathman. He gets to the 25, a little short of the first down. Reasons and Johnson. And send Rice in motion. And on a sweep, it's Craig. And Craig turns it inside and picks up the first down, and he carries Howard with him in Washington as well.
Works.
5.5 to 1. Here's Craig. Out to the 39-yard line, he got a flag down as there was movement in the line before the inception of the play, and Bob McElwee will tell us that. But highly doubtful he could play.
That's Eric Howard, the nose tackle of something. Jim Burt was a great player.
2nd and 1, pretty much a free play, and Montana exploits it by hitting Jones along the near sideline for a first down to the 49-yard line. The tight end on the right side, he's caught 5 passes, and Montana throws, and he finds Rice at the 39, and he is dropped back at the 40-yard line, and all kinds of flags come in. Myron Guyton was the guy. In a
Personal
frustration.
foul, unnecessary roughness, 28 defense, 15 yards, Automatic first down.
He means 29.
He means 29, and Jerry Rice is down clearly and down for a while before Guyton comes in. And that's just not a very smart play. Single coverage out here on Rice.
And the pass intended for Rice and broken up by Mark Collins. A little floater, and Montana goes down, and there's a penalty marker down because Gary Reason leveled him.
Making a tackle.
2nd and 7 for the first, 8 for the touchdown. Montana under pressure. The ball is loose, and the Giants try to pounce on it and do to recover at the 14-yard line.
And Carl
backed
Banks
it out. Washington recovered it.
I talked about somebody having to step to the line and make the big play, and number 58 is the guy.
Pro Bowl linebacker gets away from Rathman. Montana flushed out of the pocket.
But look at the swing.
And the right arm stripping the ball from Montana.
Oh, that's just a superb play by Carl Banks.
And Johnny Jackson also there. And it's against the 49ers. Meanwhile, has carried the ball just twice tonight. 2nd and 6. Here's Mowat making the catch. And the first down as Tina Turner runs him out of bounds.
And as much as they have used Mowat tonight.
First down from the 39-yard line. Here's Sims hitting Stephen Baker. Oh, and does he get jarred at the 43-yard line?
Hello.
It actually took a ride. That wasn't much of a hit.
First catch of the night from the 42. Pressure is on. Screen is set up. Meggett drops the ball. It's a live ball. Stripped by Burt. San Francisco has it.
Oh, and Jim Burt just takes a little poke at Doug Riesenberg, and Phil Simms shoves him out of the way.
Scrimmage number 64. Doesn't know Dave Meggett. He wasn't there when this rookie came up.
Well, it's exactly the same play that the Giants ran for a touchdown. Roberts kicking out, but this time Burt spoils it all. Comes out from the inside, strips the ball, and once again, the 49ers make a big play.
Well, it sounds good. Colleen would like it that way.
Figuratively. Here comes an end around. They haven't run this in about 2 months. And Jerry Rice takes it inside the 30 to the 25-yard line. That's a play, and a flag goes down. They ran that play once in each of the first 4 games this year and not at all since. But it will come back after a 19-yard pickup. So Steve Young, with some very impressive numbers of his own, goes right to the air, and it's a little high for Roger Craig, who's covered by Johnny Cooks. 3rd down, short 5 from the 40-yard line. Steve Young flushed out. He's very, very mobile, but not mobile enough to get away from Pepper Johnson. Well short of the first down, and the 49ers will come in with their punting unit. 24, Sims has it batted back into his own hands and then throws, and the catch is made, but a flag is down as Sims had already in effect made the completion.
That's
an
2
illegal
forward
pass.
passes.
Exactly. And Ronnie Lott buries Odessa, or Ronnie Lott was the guy.
Marcus on the play.
Yep, that's 2 forward passes, and
Eric Wright was the guy.
that's illegal.
So a 10-yard penalty puts it back to the 32-yard line. And Joe, off the play fake, sets up the screen. Roger Craig slips one tackle and then is brought down at the 37-yard line from behind by Eric Howard. It'll be 2nd and 5. Banks schemes that year. Here's Craig on 2nd and 6, coming to the outside and taken down by Collins and Johnston at the 40-yard line, short of the first by about a yard and a half. And Rathman, and that was a long one. He has to get to the 42-yard line and does not appear to have it. He needs 2nd and 10 from the 24-yard line. Sims firing. The catch is made at the 40-yard line by Manuel for a first down with that much time left in the 3rd period. And Ingram in motion. And a first down as Meggett makes the catch and takes it to the San Francisco 45, tackled by Brooks. On first down, he shoots it out to Meggett. And Meggett swings to the outside, inside the 40, and Meggett close to a first down and has it out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Sims goes down at the 37, and a flag goes down. He gets hit by Stubbs and Roberts. And Sims is shaken up. Face mask.
And Sims must be hurt. He must have let out some sort of a moan or a cry or something, because instantly Bart Oates was waving to the sidelines.
And Meggett's calling out the change as he stays in the block, and Hostetler nearly gets sacked and then is in the grasp and control at the 38-yard line of Pierce Holt.
That's a horrible rule.
Three-man rush, and it's made at the 20-yard line by Ingram, and a huge first down.
And what a catch.
Sims throwing for Manuel, picked off at the 1-yard line by Chet Brooks. And a flag down after the play. Maurice Carthan grabbed the face mask, and it will come out beyond the 14 as well. Rathman. And he picks up close to 5, and we've got another flag as well.
This one's thrown by the umpire, which is normally holding, and that's what it is. Rest of week. 10 days to get ready.
2nd and 20. Montana over the middle. That's Wilson again. He loses the ball, and 3 Giants are there, and Collins has it at the 30-yard line.
And finally, we get an indication from an official that it does belong to New York.
Cross goes in motion from the 30-yard line. Sims throws over the middle. Otis Anderson takes it down to the 22. Tackled by Holt. It'll be 2nd and 2. 9:40 to play.
The old AFL?
Changing their role tonight, too. Pass blocking. Here comes Sims' 43rd pass of the night, and the catch is made by Manuel at the 10-yard line, and very close to a first down. Pollard covering on the play. Sims is up and over 300 yards for the evening.
In the last 3 years, when Joe Morris was hurt this year, he really took up the slack.
2nd and goal. Quick drop by Sims, and he throws, and it's batted away on a great play by Don Griffin. Intended for Baker, and Don Griffin really now among the elite cornerbacks in the league. Ingram in motion from the right side. Sims flush, throws on the run, and throws it behind, and incomplete, intended for Cross, and Brooks is saying it should be offensive interference. He's not. It's one of the rare times you'll see the defensive back in a situation like that. Sims for Turner. Touchdown over Griffin.
He came right back with it. I mean, the play that Griffin made a few moments ago was a brilliant play to knock the ball away from Baker. You can't make that all night long. They come back and they get man for man with Odessa Turner. That's exactly what they want. 7 minutes remaining.
Montana buying time off the fake, has a lot of room to run, and Joe Montana steps out of bounds at the 35 after picking up a first down, and that is something he has done so very often this season. He was lined up wide in motion, and Montana rolling and throwing, and does Rice make the catch? Oh boy. Of course he does. Why even ask?
With him. That's not bad position and by Collins.
Oh boy. Is that great?
That's just beautiful. Beautiful.
They didn't last week against Green Bay at the end. 2nd down and 7. Montana throws for Rice, and he makes the catch, and he's spun out of bounds at the 32-yard line. He is amazing.
I'll tell you, where do you go, though, when it is pressure? You get help from the inside. They won't leave him out there alone.
3rd down and 11. And Montana comes back the other way, and nobody remotely in the area.
And you better say that again.
Yeah, when you block those long ones.
Flag is down. It is no good. It had the distance, but was wide to the left.
Defense lined up in the neutral zone.
It will not be a first down, however.
Man on the end of the line. I didn't get his number.
Didn't get his number, he said. The line of scrimmage where they'll put it down is just outside the 35. Hilton puts it down, and this time the kick is truer and good.
Not only the difference in the distance, but psychologically, particularly off the natural surface.
Well, last week the 49ers were victimized by lining up in the neutral zone. This week, it works in their favor.
2nd and 10, and Sims has to step up and gets it picked off by Eric Wright.
Oh, wow. Phil Sims will look at that on film and kick himself time and time again, Frank, for not running with the ball.
3rd and 7, and Montana is able to get it off to Rathman. He has the first down to the 3-yard line. How did he ever get it off? With Banks blitzing.
And wouldn't it be Carl Banks? First thing that comes to my mind last year, Randall Cunningham, Carl Banks making the play on Cunningham having to get up saying,
3rd and goal from the 2, and here's Craig trying to vault into the end zone. There's no signal yet. And the Giants saying get up, as if the 49ers are going to help them get up, and they won't, and they'll take that clock right down to the end. Motion. And Rathman vaults in for the touchdown.
When it works, it's a good call.
We have to go back, and we have to beat Philadelphia. We've got to beat Dallas.
Well, you know what his team did tonight, Frank, that he's got to be pleased with is they fought back.
Put together the winning points.
Sims, nobody open. He gets sacked. It's a fumble, and the 49ers have it. Larry Roberts, after Kevin Fagan had created the fumble. Larry Roberts recovers, and the 49ers will run the clock out. As he is prone to do, goes down to greet his team whether they win or they lose. You'll normally find Eddie out there to congratulate or console the 49ers, as the case may be, and certainly a very happy man tonight.